I'm Beck Morrissey and I work for Goondiwindi Regional Council in the Rural Services team. We've currently been working with Goanna Ag and Gundy Communications in setting up demonstration sites featuring remote monitoring devices. With council activities spread out across the region, we wanted to look at ways to work smarter and more efficiently when monitoring infrastructure and resources. We've chosen two areas initially to focus on, one being monitoring the stock route water facilities, this being particularly important in times of drought, and secondly, monitoring key locations on our road network for when there's water over the road. This is particularly important in times of flood and heavy rain events. The current practice for monitoring the stock route water facilities is to physically drive each location, regularly checking for leaks or issues and ensuring the tanks are full to avoid cracking the concrete tanks. This is a time and labour intensive task resulting in inefficiencies and wastage if the leaks are not picked up quickly. By installing these sensors, Council receives timely data on the water levels and usage for each of the tanks straight to our phone or desktops, saving us labour. The dashboard we use has a number of features. It's got a location map showing where the devices are situated, a summary page for all the devices showing current water levels at a quick glance, as well as a detailed page for each device. The software has the ability to issue alerts via email and SMS when the water levels drop below Council's predetermined levels. Having these notifications of issues is vital in cases of water shortages, pump failures, leaks or unusual activity, enabling prompt action to address the issue. With increasing labour shortages on farm, technologies such as these sensors provide the opportunity to fill the gap for graziers to save time and money. As any grazier relying on tanks and troughs for their stock water knows, it only takes one burst pipe to leave stock vulnerable on a hot summer's day, and it can be absolutely devastating in times of drought. In times of adverse weather, road closures can be a major challenge. Monitoring roads during flood events is a time-consuming process, often with staff travelling in hazardous conditions. It is for this reason that we have focused our second demonstration site on monitoring water over roads in heavy rain and flood events. Remote access to data showing when water is impacting on roads or has receded allows for informed decisions when directing staff resources and communicating with the travelling public. Remote sensors strategically placed along the road will provide Council with this crucial data. As water levels reach predefined thresholds, alerts are triggered and sent to Council staff. This enables swift action to be taken, ensuring public safety and efficient deployment of resources. This type of sensor could be used by producers in their local creeks or waterways, giving them local information on heavy rain events without having to travel down to the creek in adverse conditions. With the potential to receive alerts, this early warning of rising water could give farmers or graziers time to move equipment and livestock to higher ground, reducing potential losses. While bomb gauges work well at informing what's happening at a large scale, they miss the localised detail that generally producers would be looking for and needing for their smaller catchments, creeks and waterways. These sensors would be very useful for producers to be able to install and capture that local information for their own particular property and situation. The aim of exploring and utilising LoRaWAN and satellite-connected devices such as these is to improve our efficiency in managing resources while building resilience and responsiveness in changing conditions. Monitoring our resources remotely will enable data-driven decision-making and informed resource allocation, saving time, money and avoiding wastage.